GCSS-Army maintenance and multiple operations helpful video and tip, right? So today we are going to continue our CMDP series with the Army Oil Analysis Program. So we've been in this series for quite a bit now, but we're gonna see what we can do here. So the Army Oil Analysis Program, right? So this is one area that most of us fail because we just don't take it seriously. 2, we don't understand it. And 3 is just we fail to do the bare minimum of what is required for the Army Oil Analysis Program. So this video is going to be part 1 of the series, where we're pretty much just going to go over the overview of what we're going to cover, and then we're going to get further into the series as we go along. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen with you, and we will get started. By the way, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, all right? And then I really do appreciate all you guys' support. We're almost at, I believe, 5,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I didn't think it would grow that big starting this about 2 years ago. So, but I do appreciate all your support and your emails and so forth, all right? So the Army Oil Analysis Program, right? So like I said, this is basically just going to be a brief overview. So in this series, we're going to cover the CMDP checks 1 through 7. We're going to talk about adding AOAP training, sampling to your unit training calendars through DTMS, talk about changing notifications for work centers, oil samples. We're going to talk about how to create oil samples. Then we're also going to talk a little bit about maintain installed equipment serial numbers, talk about user profiles, make sure your email addresses are all current in there. You know, a lot of it switched over to the army.mil, so we need to make sure that's current as well. Display a list of notifications. We're going to talk about how to print forms, manage oil samples. We're going to hit ARCOP a little, show you guys how to actually pull your data and your reports. Then we're going to go into AOAP, ERPS, label, examples, and binders. These are just some of the binders and labels that I create, that I use. And then the last part of the series, we're actually going to talk about how the old system worked and how the new system works when it comes to AOAP. When you're looking at your checklist, it's a checklist, Foxtrot, or EP in the CMDP, right? So 7 checks is pretty simple. Like, a lot of these are SOP driven, a lot of them is as needed, but for some reason we seem to fail this, right? So just to go a brief overview of the checks, you know, establish an AOAP program, assign and train an AOAP monitor. In this series, I'm going to show you guys where that training is located and how you can get ahead of it. Talk about, you know, oil samples when they're taken. We're gonna be in TB 43-0211 quite a bit, along with DAPAM 750-8, right? So talk about, you know, how to email the lab to get your actual report of everything that is required to be an AOAP. Also talk about how to act on the recommendations received from the lab. And then finally, we're going to talk about completing the lower portion of the 3254R to explain any diagnostic reform discrepancies and so forth, right? Like I said, basically, this was the overview of the series, right? So we're going to get further into the series as we progress. So hope y'all like this video. Stay tuned, and as always, go Ordnance.